Hey everyone, it's Lou from Savvy Digital. Today we're going to be going through the PPC news of what's happened over the course of the last 24 hours on the 10th of October 2024. Let's jump straight into it as usual with the Google Ads status dashboard. As you can see, everything is up and operational. There hasn't been any issues across the platform that has been reported, and I have seen that across the forums there doesn't seem to be any disturbances going on recently or any service disruptions, which is great. So hopefully that continues to be the case, but everything in the Google stack seems to be up and operational. In terms of the first piece of news for today, coming straight from Adrian Decker, this is regarding the Performance Max experiment that's been discovered by Tom Langveld. As you can see here, he recently texted Adrian regarding access to a new Performance Max experiment where he can test automatically assets, or automatically created assets can be tested natively within the Performance Max optimization experiment available in the dashboard. So hopefully we'll see this develop over time. Seems like a really interesting development, and this is something that's been widely requested as one of the stack of experiments within the Google Ads dashboard, and hopefully it's to be available to most users coming soon. But it's really interesting because Performance Max is still a little bit of a grey box at times, so it'll be interesting to see what the experiments can hold and to give a bit more flexibility as to how Google Ads managers can use it to improve performance and really have a bit more control over the placements and the reports that come through. In terms of the next piece of news, again coming from Adrian, as you can see, the Google themselves are expanding store ratings. So we have this nice little GIF here which shows the expansion of these store reviews and ratings that are coming through within Google's system. And the store ratings have now been assisting US merchants by showcasing positive shopping experiences directly within search. So this is a great development for the retail space and e-commerce, so we'll see how this continues to be the case. And also it's expanding its store ratings to English language shopping searches in Australia, Canada, India and the United Kingdom. So still rolling out to a few select regions, but hopefully it will be global when it comes to finishing this sort of beta testing, I guess, in these regions. So really exciting to see that we're developing on the rating system, and obviously that element of social proof is becoming increasingly important, especially with developments on other platforms like TikTok, where we want to see those reviews and make sure that we're getting what we're paying for. In the third piece of story, a news story coming in, it comes from Hannah Kobsova, again posted by Adrian, where they discovered that Google Merchant Center has simplified its website verification process with new methods. So as you can see, there's several different ways to verify now, with the get a code sent to the business email, the e-commerce platform, HTML tag itself or a file, as well as the Google Tag Manager. So several different ways that people can use this, and you can see descriptions on this right side from the post of how this can be utilized. Really interesting to see, and also great to see developments in the verification space, giving more options for more people that could potentially be looking into this and not restricting it to one particular user. So hopefully we continue to see improvements in the way that things are sort of verified within Google's products, because it's really important. We saw, initial developments with Search Console with the different ways to do that. GMC seems to be next, and hopefully this makes our lives a lot easier as Google Ads managers as well to get hold of the e-commerce data that we need and make sure that everything is syncing up correctly. In the next piece of news, this is a really, really exciting one. This is regarding the real-time pages report. Again, coming from Adrian here, that the update is now official, and we can see the real-time pages report has been announced as of the 9th of October. So with this, it shows what pages on your website or app are currently being viewed and by how many users on each page. So you can identify popular content, assess marketing campaign performances, and quickly address any website or user app issues. Really good to see, and you can see an example of what that looks like at the bottom here with the active users per minute. We also have the page path and screen class in the last 30 minutes, and also some data here for active users in the last 30 minutes, as well as views as well. It's really cool to see, and it's really, really concise, and I think a lot of people have been looking for these real-time pages report so you can get more instrumental data into how people are engaging with their relevant page or website or app itself. And then moving into the next piece of story, this is regarding GA4 moving forward. Bryce Calvo Vasquez has discovered 3 different things in that stack, where we can see here, posted by Adrian, regarding the real-time pages as well that have been announced, and a new page that's come through on here. So you can access something that was usually available on UA, and this sort of experience comes through with this new real-time report, and you can see the page level traffic in real time with active users and viewer metrics as well, which is really cool. So really exciting to see that. It's good to see that they're listening to the feedback and making these consistent changes day in, day out. Generally, like I said, it's something we missed with GA4. Universal Analytics obviously had some reports that are favorable but legacy, but it doesn't allow for comparisons or additional metrics generally, but just generally a immediate snapshot of user activity, which is cool. Coming back again to the GA4 here with Bryce as well, that has announced this. They discovered that they've increased the daily token limit for unsampled scans on GA4 360 properties from 300 to 20,000. So a massive improvement in the quota available on a daily basis, which is great. And hopefully we'll see improvements in that over time. Even though the tokens do renew every 24 hours, it's still beneficial to have a lot more data that can be siphoned through. And then finally, we have here as well announcements coming through regarding the updated verification requirements for financial services advertisers in Ireland, New Zealand, South Korea and Thailand. So starting on the November the 7th, they will enforce this, and you'll be required to complete verification through Google's compliance partner G2 to continue running the ads. So whether they give some accounts a little bit more leniency, we'll see, but generally it seems like they're kind of cracking down a hammer on these financial services in these particular countries, and these are the only regions affected so far, and we'll probably see that change in the future. And you can see the categories include banking, credits, loans, investment and insurance, and it can begin on G2 as of immediately as well. So you can go to the help center for more details on that. And that is pretty much it for the Google Ads and the GA4 side of things. So moving into the final part, which is TikTok and their development. So they've actually been very, very busy recently. They've unveiled 5 new advertising tools for their PPC platform aimed at improving brand experience and their business results. The one big solution that we have been announced recently is Smart Plus, which is their approach to Performance Max and the product that Google has, and they're applying that to TikTok's PPC platform. So really interesting to see that this Smart Plus has come into place, and it's an automated advertising tool optimizing targeting, bidding and creative choices for campaigns like web traffic and app installs. So early users have seen a better cost per acquisition and return on ad spend so far, so we'll hopefully see how that develops. We did hear a similar thing with Performance Max, which took a bit of time before it became really, really effective. We've also seen other products like GMV Max, a tool that automates TikTok shop campaigns. We've got Out of Phone as well for retail, which is a digital advertising solution that displays TikTok content in retail stores. We then have conversion lift studies as well, CLS, a measurement tool for TikTok's impacts on businesses beyond the last click attribution, and it's showing an average of 25% conversion uplift, which is incredible. And then we can see the privacy enhancing technologies, or the PETs, integrating with third-party providers to provide better privacy protections, as well as for advertisers using first-party data. So generally trying to optimize brands, make the user experience better, and really attacking the sort of Google stack in a sense, where we're seeing a very similar set of products and seeing those huge conversion uplifts that enhance conversions promised as well. So good to see that, and competition will breed better results across the board, and hopefully advertisers will benefit from these different developments. The final story comes from Thomas SL. As you can see here, big news coming straight through for Google Ads in the native dashboard here, which is regarding the video action to demand gen copy and paste upgrade tool. Bit of a mouthful, that one, but as you can see on screen, we have this paste functionality where you can take the video conversion campaign or whatever campaign you have in demand gen, copy and paste that where necessary, and you can copy and paste that existing video action campaign with the upgrade tool, and basically it will be initiating the big new VAC DG upgrade that is finalizing in Q2 2025. So it'll be really interesting to see how this develops, but it's exciting to see these developments in the demand gen, a newer campaign which has a lot of promise moving forward, and good things to come from there. But let me know what you think about the news for today. It's really interesting to get your feedback on how you think that's going to impact the PPC scope in terms of Google Ads, Microsoft Ads, TikTok Ads, Meta Ads as well, and how things are developing over time, because there seems to be a lot of competition and they're really listening to the feedback in certain areas, trying to boost the sort of demand generation element, especially what we're seeing recently. That's going to conclude today's video. If you want to keep up to date with PPC News Daily, be sure to subscribe, check out the blog and see the information resources in the description. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.